Hi Aquarius, this is your October 2025 relationship read. I'm Mystica Venice and welcome to my channel. I want to start by clearing the energies. So let's just get right into it. I hope you had a beautiful September and that the eclipse energies were transformative for you, and that you're seeing a lot of growth come out of that. And part of the reason why I wanted to do this relationship read, because there is so much change during the eclipse. So let's see how it had affected you in your relationship. I did meditate over the deck for a little while and shuffled it, but so let's see what card most represents. What card most represents Aquarius at this time? You got working with people, planning something with people, working together with people, sharing of resources, and you got the Page of Pentacles upside down. The Page of Pentacles upside down is somebody who's reluctant to get on the road to responsibility, but you are working with people towards a common goal. So, we'll clarify that. What cards most represent Aquarius's partner? What card most represents Aquarius's partner? Aquarius's partner, the Tower. Your partner is having a tower moment, so maybe they are having their foundation, the stability of their foundation is being removed at this time. And maybe that's why you're showing up as the reluctant Page of Pentacles at this time, because you know that in partnerships like that would require you to step up. I'm not saying that you're not stepping up, but like maybe maybe you have a rather carefree lifestyle and you like it that way. You know, no shame in that. Let's see. What else about this tower for Aquarius's person? Can I give it a little bit more? Why do they have Aquarius's person have the tower? Many. Why does Aquarius's person have the tower as representing them? No, too many. Nine of Pentacles. Moon. Queen of Swords. So it's saying that there's some structural damage in their abundant life because of a secret that came out or an intuition. You know, a lot of times moons speak of new knowledge being lit up, like the path being lit by the light of the moon, like that which you have not been able to see before, you can now see. So whether that's a secret or a new perspective or just like new information, something has come to light. And then they have Queen of Swords, and Queen of Swords is an intelligent, strong, witty woman that can like cut through the drama of any given situation, get to the heart of the matter. But they also, the reverse of that is that they can say things without thinking. They can, their words can cut. It kind of seems like their foundation might be being rocked because of something that they said. Now you don't have this in your position, so I feel like this is just like this is representing them. So maybe either they had something happen at work or in their family or with friends, but they're having like a tough time right now. And I feel like it could really be at work because the Nine of Pentacles showed up here. So like maybe I won't get into it though. Let's keep going. How does Aquarius partner see them? They see you as somebody that is not making a decision. Um, it's not appreciating their cups. It's just how they see it. Not, but like this person has these three real cups here, filled with love, passion, or emotion. Um, and they also have the divine, like offering this cup, saying, like, if you want this cup is here too. But this person is got their arms and legs crossed, and they're kind of looking, they're kind of just like, and they're not looking at any of the cups, not the real cups, not the divine cups. Like this is how they see you. So maybe they see you as like not making a decision, or not being present, perhaps not being present for some reason. And then how do you see them? How does Aquarius see their partner? You see them as like, this is the person that makes you happy, you know. This is the person that you love, you know. That is a bit of a mismatch, that you see them as the person that you love so much, and they see you as somebody not making a decision, or they see you as being a bit withdrawn. And it's, you know, it's a painful misunderstanding, really, because you're not, I mean, you have, like, chosen them, but you're not showing it for some reason. Why is Aquarius not being present? Or why do they feel, no, why does Aquarius's partner feel like they're not being present? They just have anxiety, you know. They're like, they've got this tower moment. They are letting their worries get to them. Okay. So how did you feel about this relationship in the past, Aquarius? How did you feel about this relationship in the past? You know, practical, solid. Like, this is a good, you know, this is a good relationship. This is a, you know, slow and steady wins the race, you know, reliable, practical, like a good relationship to be in, you know. And how does your partner see this relationship in the past? How does Aquarius's partner see this relationship in the past? Making plans for the future. So they also saw this as, you know, having a lot of potential. You both saw this relationship as having quite a bit of potential here in the beginning. You know, they're making plans for the future, waiting for their ships to come in, and then you're being more, this is more like passionate, and then this one is more practical and grounded. But either way, you both saw this as a good relationship. And then how do you see this relationship in the present? I feel like it's anxieties, you know. It was Capricorn also had this. Are you dating a Capricorn? These anxieties are getting in the way, and they're wearing you down. You know, like you're feeling a little bit maybe fed up with like all this tower stuff that's happening. Um, you just feel like you're feeling a little bit drained right now. And how are they feeling? Knight of Swords. Like, they're like really trying to make their point. They're trying to get this message across like any way they can, even if it like doesn't come out, you know, the right way. So they want to like fight it out, talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know, let's talk about it right now. Um, ugh, you know. And then where do you see this relationship going in the future? Aquarius, where do you see this relationship going in the future? What do self-imposed restrictions, you see this going into a place where you're going to feel more of this for some reason. Why does Aquarius have these Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords? Because you have a new perspective. And so, like, these old, traditional ways of being in a relationship, in this relationship, that, cat and dog, cat and mouse game, like, it's just not the kind of relationship it's not how you want your communication to be. Why do you have the devil in the future position? Strength. Yeah, like, in the future it's going to take a lot of strength and a lot of learning to balance these power struggles out in your relationship. And how do they see it in the future? How does Aquarius' partner, like, they see this as a time of grief. They're counting their losses. Even though there's two cups still standing there, like, this person is feeling sorrow. And they have their back turned in the future. How else do they feel in the future? How else does Aquarius' partner feel in the future? They are going to have the gift of a new passion. Whether that's a hobby or a job, but I feel that whatever this new passion is in the future, it's going to help them to get out of this depression. So it's like, this is definitely like a road of growth, but it is also like a difficult road. There's nothing like major, except that your person is really going through it. And, like, when we're in relationships, people, go through things, and we see them through that. Like, we're there for each other. That's what relationships are all about. It's like being there for each other. I think you just, like, you're looking at this and you're saying this is going to be a tough couple of months. What are the challenges of this? What are the challenges in this relationship? Making plans for the future. Planning for the future is a challenge. Why? Why is that a challenge? It's 2-1, sorry. Why is it a challenge to make plans for the future with this person? Why is Aquarius having trouble making plans for the future? Because you have other choices and you're worried about it. Like, you're worried about making plans with this person for the future when you can't, like, see the end of their tower moment right now. And so, like, that's a bit concerning. They're waiting for their ships to come in. They're just, like, waiting for their ships to come in. And that's why you're afraid to start planning in the future. Because maybe you want them to be doing more than just waiting. And balance is a challenge in this relationship. Like, being equals in the relationship is a challenge in this relationship. Or finding the correct balance, as far as, like, relationships always have so many power struggles and things like that. And then, what are the rewards? Is this worth it, Aquarius? Let's find out. Is it worth it? What are the rewards? What's the best? That's too many. What's the best you can achieve in this relationship? What is the rewards for this? Oh. Ah. If you keep working on it, you will have something to celebrate. You know, this says to me that even though times are hard right now, it's worth working on to get to this. Like, this is what everybody wants, you know. You got the Make-A-Wish card at the bottom of the deck. Right here, and all the cups in order. So, like, it is worth working through these issues with your partner, Aquarius. Yeah, like I was starting to say, we all have times in our life where, you know, we need more support. And, you know, and we hope that, like, when we do this, these people will also, our partner will also be there when we have something going on with us. And that is like the nature of like this balance and this equity, this relationship equity, you know, to like, to give without expecting anything in return. And that way, it doesn't change the equity of the relationship. And just to trust, then, if you are going to need something, you know, that your partner's going to be there for you. You know, why did you have this, the self-imposed, you have the devil here? This is what, how you saw it in the future. That's just, yeah. Yeah, these are just hopes and fears here. It's worth working for. So let's pull an oracle card. Let me see here. I'm gonna do the Kuan Yin oracle. Okay. Can I have one healing advice message for Aquarius? Drink from the Emerald Fountain. So green, right away, green is the color of healing, heart healing, and health. And it's telling you to receive, to be in flow with that in order to be able to give it. Let me see what it says here. The Divine Feminine is encouraging of the awakening and empowerment of all living beings. When a sincere seeker is trying to find the way through, there is much help sent. It makes sense to be open to receive it, indeed to step forward and drink from the Emerald Fountain, which is unconditionally loving heart chakra of Kuan Yin, which is the unconditional. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and love of the Divine Mother flowing to you now. Yeah, it's saying that, like, that's the advice, is to grow spiritually, and connect to your heart space, so that when you give, that you will also learn to receive in balance, in perfect balance. Thank you so much, Aquarius. If you made it this long, please give me a like and subscribe. And if this is not your story, don't try and make it fit. I also do private readings, and I will be doing the October monthly readings this week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, Aquarius, and I'll see you next time.